that was one of the facts that they were holding. Males can get breast cancer too. Men can get breast cancer too.
Wow.
So
well, let me ask you a question. No, keep going. Go finish your
statement.
Okay,
because it was very interesting to have this showcase on display at New Jersey Institute of Technology because it's predominantly male because of the engineering. And that's what we're trying to push our young women to sciences and engineering to get them into that. But it was interesting because I heard the responses from different men who looked at the showcase. Because like I said, I tried to devise a way where we can grab young people's attention and then have them be educated. And that was the perfect method. The benefit, the circulating showcase was the perfect method because they were like, okay, what is this large, colorful display? Oh, I know this person. He goes to my school. Oh, let me read what he was saying. And then they were like, breast cancer could happen in males too? That's right. I will never forget that because I heard it, and one of his, I guess his friend who was standing beside him is like, yes, they could get it too. We do have breasts as well. So it was kind of a great opportunity to dispel like all the myths that it could only occur in females and it could only occur in older women because that's not the case. Exactly, at any age.
Well, listen, let's talk a little bit more about the word gym. First of all, does gym stand for anything or why did you name it gym?
All right. Well, if you have the long version or the short version. Well,
short version, if you don't mind.
Okay, most definitely. All right. Well, the GEM is not an acronym.
Okay.
It's more of a symbol because when you think of a gem, you think of something that is multifaceted. You think of something that has so many different curves, depths, and things of that nature. And that I felt was a great image. It was a mirror image to what my organization stands for. To have a gem, multifaceted, and everything like that, it was an image that related well with my team because we come from all different backgrounds, and it also related well with the different issues that we wanted to tackle as far as an organization was concerned.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I use that also a lot when I speak. You know, a lot of times people will hear me refer to in my questioning when I question someone here on Sister Circle. I'll use that also as an example, you know, of us being gems and diamonds, I would say, and we're multifaceted. Tell us more about your involvement with young children and what ages. Oh, boy. Okay, let me back that up for a minute. First of all, what are the ages of the people who are volunteers? Because people who are helping with GEM Project are volunteers, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what are the age range for the volunteers?
Well, okay, our volunteers primarily are usually people who are within, I guess, the ages 18 and beyond, or even a little bit younger than that. But our demographic, if you want to talk about our demographic age, the whole age group with that is we reach anywhere from 3 to 22 and beyond.
I think that is so wonderful. And on the film, and if you guys want to see, you can actually go to the GEM Project. Is it Inc. or org?
The gemproject.org.
And the film should be on your site, but if it's not, you can always friend Amanda on Facebook, or you can friend me, and you'll see her in my Facebook friends, and her film is also on Facebook as well. Maybe on YouTube. Is it on YouTube, Amanda?
Yes, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
All they have to search is the GEM Project and Young People for Change, or just the GEM Project.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Young People for Change. I love it. And I like the fact because you do go around and you educate young people not only on breast cancer, but you also do a very big project on autism. And from hearing what you had to say in the opening of your segment, I know that your passion for educating people on autism comes from the fact that you have a brother who has autism. How old is he now?
Well, he's 16 now.
Okay, and how now what type of autism does he have?
He has atypical autism, and it's something that has I guess we as a family, we knew something was going on when he was 3. And 3 and 4, because he was doing well with his speech, and we saw that he was regressing slightly. And we went to multiple different doctors, and they all said, "Well, we don't quite know what's going on. Maybe you should wait," which most doctors have been doing. Well, not necessarily now, because it's becoming so rampant. People are more educated and well versed about what to do. But back then, because we're talking about over a decade ago, people did not know. During that time, they would say, "Oh, your brother might have childhood disintegration. Something bad might have happened, traumatic." But he later was diagnosed with autism, and it's been a very interesting journey that my family has gone through personally. And if I had to ever run for president one day, it would be one of the causes. It would be one of the things that I would love to address, not necessarily just on autism, is just families that have children that have some form of disability, because it is tough. It's very tough. And when I say this, a mother's love is very long, very long, very long. It's limitless. Nothing can touch a mother's love. Nothing.
That's right.
And
that's right.
I can go on and talk about the struggles that I've seen, not only with my family, but the emails that I received from young mothers calling me to refer them to see if there's any references I can give, because they have their son who's autistic in the school system, and the school system is saying, "I cannot teach your son." And that's very disheartening. That's very disheartening, and
very discouraging, and you get angry. And thank God there's someone like you and your organization that goes out. Now, what do you do with the young children whom you are educating? Let's take the autism portion of the project. Let's talk a little bit about what you're doing with the young people.
Okay, with the interactive literacy program,
excuse me, what's for me? That's neat. I'm sorry. The autism blanket. Let's talk about the autism quilt that you're working on.
Okay.
And what are you doing with the kids?
Okay. Well, the autism quilt is also one of the 9 programs that we have at the GEM Project. And the autism quilt first was co-founded with another nonprofit organization known as the Guardian Fellowship, and that was co-founded with his name is Jason Cardan. And, well, we decided to devise a way, because we wanted to educate our peers as well as young persons about what autism was. And we wanted to use the GEM Project's, philosophy, captivate to educate. And so we decided to get blank puzzle pieces and distribute it throughout different institutions and schools all over, and have individuals decorate them, but only after or only before before they would decorate them, they would be educated about what autism was.
Right.
So it wasn't like we just gave them a piece, they decorated. They were well informed prior to that. And then we collect them, and then we assemble them into large portrait-sized quilts. And these quilts are given as gifts to different institutions. Now, as we speak, we currently completed one big, huge quilt to give. Our plan is to give it first to our alma mater, Rutgers University, Newark campus. And we've been in talks with the director of the Alumni Association. So hopefully we'll get everything together, and we'll see that large quilt hung in the hallways of Rutgers.
Okay.
So that's just one.
Now, that's just one. Now, again, back to GEM itself. By the way, listeners, I forgot to, I've been having too much fun tonight. Listeners, if you want to call in and ask Amanda a question about the GEM Project, or how you can begin a project similar, or how you can get involved, because she always needs volunteers, you can call right now, 646-378.